What's up, you guys? Pagan Fawn here, brown belt at La Rose Jiu-Jitsu, La Rose, Louisiana. Here to show you some great techniques I love to incorporate into my game. Let's get started.
Okay, so this first one, we're going to use Uchimata setup. We're going to hit the ankle pick off of it by stepping the foot behind. We're going to fall to Ashigarami. Put my torso over the shin. I creep my elbow back. Expose his heel. Extend back. Don't roll it over the torso. Here's a different angle. Have to hit the hard scoop with that Uchimata. Thigh to thigh. Scoop his leg up. Bow right behind. Reach for it. Sit back in Ashigarami. Cupping the heel, keeping a lot of control, tight to the shin. Expose the heel. So again, here we go. Boom. Step behind. Follow through. Extend. This next one's a backup. It's going to be the scissor takedown to the heel hook off of it. He steps that leg out so I can't hit the ankle pick. I'm going to weave that sweeping leg through and hook his far thigh. The other one's going to come underneath. Scissoring motion. It'll expose the inside heel hook. Once again, boom. Commitment. Okay, we have to really throw the hips in. Clasp, extend, instead of roll over the torso. Once again, sweeping motion. Boom. We step. He fencing step back. Bow. We hit the scissor. Okay, so now we're going to hit the flying triangle off of that attempt. Boom. He's base too heavy. I can't hit this. Squares up. Posture's with me. Bow. Feeding the overhooked arm through. Catching the freed wrist. Single collar tying the back of the head. Snapping him down as I throw my legs up. Catch the shoulder guard. Feed through. Cup. Jump. Boom. Arm comes across. Let the lock of the legs hiding his shoulder. Once again, jump. Snap the head, pull the shin, bow, locked up. Go for the Uchi. Arm across. Remember, always hide that shoulder. This one's from Turtle. It's going to be a single crucifix hook. And we're going to go to seatbelt, gripping the far wrist. We're going to roll over about a 45-degree angle. Kind of mixing a crucifix roll and a Leo Vieira roll. We're going to weave that arm. We're going to weave our leg that traps the arm around to where our foot is hooked onto his back. You see, instead of being across the torso, really weaves his arm in. All your different rear naked choke finishes from here. You could go straight choke, obviously. You know, traditional. Gonna roll, pull the momentum. We can even trap both arms. Finish the choke. Once again, crucifix hook, single. Roll using the seatbelt control. All the way over, we weave. Throw the hook in. Finish the choke. So now in this one, we're going to go to a guillotine off of it if he's based back too much and I can't hit my roll. Boom. So remember, we're going to do this kind of like Marcellatine style. Like we're going to fall really hard to the hip, trapping his head against our body. I'm going to shoot that hand deep through. You see how my hand shoots all the way over his other shoulder? Going around his neck and my hand's just through. Watch. You can see better from this angle. So, single crucifix hook. Watch how. Turn the torso. I'm going to shoot the hand through. Hip's going to come right in front of the head. Hand becomes exposed. Grab my hand. You can use different grips. Different guillotine grips, okay? Experiment with it. But it's all about that angle. The leg comes over the back so you can't jump over and roll out. Now in this one, we're going to get a single hook in the legs, okay? Kind of like we'd be going for a twister roll, where we're going to fall to the arm and guillotine, reach for the far arm, torque him back, scooting away. We're going to set up the twister, see? So, single hook, boom. A little fast motion here. It falls right to the lockdown control. So here we go. Boom. Now look, we gotta make his arms trap between his head and my torso. Real deep arm in stop. There we go. Reach for that far one. Lock down. Straighten the arm out. Swim through. Swim through. Clasp ahead. Twisted the motion. Okay. Here's a Dave Ramos style flying armbar. All about timing and just going for it, man. You gotta like really commit to these. So I snap his legs forward. Reach for the wrist. As I'm jumping, I'm gonna hook the arm, making sure I get way up onto his chest with the leg closer to his hips and the one by his head obviously over, pinching the knees in, straighten the arm. So slap them forward. This was a lot about timing and just, you know, you got to get lucky enough that your guy falls for it. His arm's out. You bait him for it. Boom. Fall. Hook the leg if you can. Why not? Just make it more secure. Straighten it out. Reach. Boom. A lot of commitment in this one, okay? You can't think about it and not do it. You just gotta go. You know, this is one you have to believe in yourself, be confident in your motion with it, and just really go for it. Okay, here we go. This one I'm gonna kind of fall over the front, see, almost like belly down style. That's fine. I still have the arm straightened out. As long as we get the good armbar control, we can have his arm straight. No tab whether we fall forward, to our hip, to our back. Now this one, as he falls to the ashigarami, to ankle lock or heel hook me, I come through and I shoot that arm that would be inside of his legs. Shoot it through, get rear naked choke style grip, and we're gonna throw that free leg over, try to connect my legs, and make his heel go to his butt while my arms are locked in that rear naked position, okay? So it's a calf crank, we come over, look how I grip the knee, we'll bring them together, look how close the distance. Excruciating pain, it's a really painful position to be in. So we shoot it through, grip, leg over, crunch it in. Now in this one, this is our butterfly with the overhook, and he goes to circle his overhook in the counter and escape his arm from being controlled by you. So we're going to catch his arm as it circles in with the wrist that is overhooking that arm, and we're going to grab the freed wrist. We'll set up our normal butterfly style sweep, and then catch a Doris choke with it. And that little one you saw, I could redirect the arm for an arm drag. Okay, but here we go. We hit the sweep. See how that arm that was grabbing his wrist, the arm that was overhooked and grabbing his wrist, it can just shoot right through to the Doris choke. So we hit the sweep, tuck our head in with the butterfly sweep, shoot the arm through, grab his lat, compress everything. Put a lot of chest pressure. Sweep. Shoot the arm through, clasp it. Chest pressure always. Now in this one, this is our final technique of this little series. We're going to use that overhook arm. He has not circled his overhooked arm in yet, okay? He's there. So we're going to use that overhook arm and we're going to feed the freed wrist to it, and then use your freed arm to clasp his head and do what you may with it. This is much like when we were on the feet setting up the flying triangle. So as you see, I use that hand and I can push or pull his head depending on how I'm going to need to make space for my leg to come through when I hip out and go to set up the triangle. So it's over, I'm controlling the far arm. So I'm controlling both of his arms with one arm, okay? So one's overhooked and one's and the one that's overhooked is grabbing his freed wrist. So I have my free arm, I can move his head around, and I'm gonna scoot my hip out, make space, slide my leg through. Arm comes over, pull his arm across, always making that angle, and locking it up over the shoulder. When I say that, it means when your triangle's locked, that you can't see his shoulder exposed. His arm is really across his own neck. So reach it through, grip to the far wrist. This one's really broken down slow for you. Here, you can really see I make my space on my hip, always on my hip, okay? I can't do anything being lazy, flat on my back, you know. Gotta put some effort into stuff, right? Always on the hips, always being active. Here we go. Grab the wrist. Open our leg. Over with the triangle. Cinch it up tight. Bring everything in. Don't push your knees away from you when you lock up a triangle, right? You always want everything to close, and you want to close the triangle while bringing your knees in towards your torso.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned some helpful tips. I hope you can incorporate some of these techniques into your game. Hit me back with feedback. Let me know how it worked out for you. Everybody has different body types. You might have to make some little adjustments to make it work a little differently for you, but I think you'll find some success in the techniques that I showed today. We're going to keep up with these videos, showing helpful instructional tips. And remember, it's a different fucking place to be, baby. Hit the road.